Hey guys, it's Lindsay at Momma Schmooze Homeschool Reviews, and I am in my dining room tonight, and we have wrapped up the night. It is late, and I wanted to prep the night before and just get some of the things together for our homeschool day. So this is just like a little day in the evening with Lindsay and how I set up for our homeschool the next day so it could be more successful. I like to stay focused in the morning and stay on track, and I notice if we set out the stuff in our dining room table area where we do our homeschool, it is more successful for me personally, and it keeps me on track and focused. It doesn't always start like right away. I'm not really structured, but if we have it set out, it is definitely way easier for my kids to start working on some of the things I want them to work on. So I'm going to take you guys along with me really quickly tonight and just show you guys the very simple like prep that I do to get things going. And then, so in the morning time, it is just like open and go, and I don't have to like pull any books from the shelf over here, and I don't have to get their latchmates out. So I will show you guys what we do, and then I'll also share with you guys what is in my daughter's and my son's latchmate. If you have not seen it, like a little tour so you can see what they have. It's very useful for me personally because they don't obviously like to share lots of stuff, so it's nice to have their own little organizational bins on the top with their pencils and erasers and everything. So I will show you like a little tour of that. All right, so the first thing I did was I got some books from our basket from the library. I have this little bookshelf over here that is right next to my chair, so I could turn around and grab them, but it's nice to set it up the night before. So I have my Bibles here, I have our read out louds here that we're reading, like By the Shores of Silver Lake, The Voyages of Dr. Dolittle, and then I have some of our Bible devotionals, or Bible books here, and then I have all of our electives here that I choose from, and it's just like a loop schedule, like whatever I have written in my planner, I choose another book. So we did the art book not too long ago, and we have The Story of Orchestra, the Children Just Like Me book, and then we have some art books there, and we also have our Spanish book somewhere there. So those are our main electives that we like choose from, and then my daughter does like geography like workbook once a week. And then I have my poetry here, and then my planner stuff I kind of just shoved in here as well because it's easier. And with my son, his reading lesson books here, I don't know why, but I put it there. This is usually in his latchmate thing that I'm going to show you guys. So I decided to keep these three books out, and I want to read these books with them like on the couch later in the afternoon because I think it'll be too much if I read it all in the morning. But we're gonna read Jesus Calling 365 devotionals for kids, and I just recently got it, and they have every day they have a devotional, and this is just set up like a devotional. It doesn't have any Bible readings other than the scripture at the top, and then you read on your own at the bottom. But I usually just read the devotional, and we read it a few days already, and it's really nice. We're going to also read The Llama Who Had No Pajama poem book that we really like. I just picked one of the unit study books, One Small Place in a Tree, and I'll show you what it looks like. So it's going to be a really fun book to read. We are studying plants for our unit study, and we started about 2 weeks ago, and so we've been reading a lot of those books. And then also for our electives for our morning basket, I picked this music, and we read the written music part and the creation comes to life, the instruments of the orchestra, and then now we are going to be reading about the conductor. So I love this book. It's really, really simple, and I love the way it's illustrated, and I think it's like 1990s nostalgic to me. It's really nice, and so I really appreciate this book because they compiled all things about music and put it all in one paperback book that's really good to go back to over and over again. And we like to look up a lot of the music and instruments on YouTube and listen to them, so we have lots of fun studying about music here. So we're gonna really have a fun little morning, and so this to me is not that overwhelming. 4 little books doesn't take that long, and I usually do this while my kids are eating their breakfast. And then this stack of books here I'll put back on my couch so we can read them together. I'm going to take you to my daughter's latchmate, and I just kind of wanted to give you a little tour of what's inside of it. I didn't clean it or anything, so you can just see like what she has. So we have my ASL alphabet book that I got from the therapy Momma. She sent this to me for my review a long time ago, and we love it. My daughter's learning how to do that. And then we have her story cubes in here, a little notepad. Sometimes she writes her spelling words on there. We also have this little dice thing. This is just a little hack. We have 2 dice that we put in here. We shake it up, and then whatever it lands on, we use for like games and stuff. So I'll show you a little game that we have inside. She has Post-it notes for a glue stick. She has some fruity smelling erasers from the Dollar Tree, and little tabs, more glue sticks. I don't know why she has so many glue sticks. A cute little Dollar Tree pen. All these pens are from the Dollar Tree other than this one. Highlighters, they like to write in highlighters. A ruler for math, and another eraser. Smells like grape. It's like her favorite one. And this is from the Dollar Tree. They don't use this one that much, but and these scissors. So that's what we usually, and then her pencils. But we usually always use all these things all the time. And I will show you guys what's inside of her Latchmate. This is the game that I was showing you guys that we did the other day. It's so fun. My son was able to do it with us, and he had a blast. So this is what we use. So we put 2 dice in here. You shake it up. You can always like super glue it, or you can tape it shut so it doesn't fly open. So you just shake it up and it doesn't roll all over the table, which is absolutely amazing. And then you just add the 2 dice together, and then you use a little disc or something to cover the numbers. And whenever you cover the whole entire watermelon, the game is over. So it took us a good like 15-20 minutes. This is how we played. I don't know. It's called water, roll, and cover game. Roll 2 dice and add them up and cover the matching number. So that is what we did. So we just went around the table. My son did it, my daughter did it, and I did it. And it took us a long time, and it was a great way to do my daughter's mental math. And then my son was able to add the dice together himself, and we all were able to play together. And you can make this on your own. And if you want to just like have a bunch of numbers and, you know, cover them up with little pieces from your home, Legos or whatever. And we just had such a fun time doing it. And this is from totschooling.net. But this is good for anyone. You could always do it like from 5 to 25, and you can do 2 to 3 dice or 4 dice. That would be really, really fun. So this is just a very fun game that we had a blast doing the other day, and I think we want to do it later on, probably on Friday, because we just really enjoyed it. In this folder here, I usually have some of the language arts and math that she needs to do, and then on this side, I put all of the pages that she's finished with, so I can start filing this away in her portfolio. So this is basically what I do, is I set up my daughter's stuff in front of her chair in the dining room. This is level 2 of the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. This is definitely a little bit easier than what I thought before I purchased it, but that's okay. She does a lot of copy work in her language lessons anyways, so that is fine. She gets to practice her letters and her formation and take her time on it, and she likes to color the pictures, so it's pretty fun for her. And then her Explode the Code, she'll be working on the syllables tomorrow. She was learning how to divide the first vowel, and the first syllable will be open and the vowel will say its name, so she was doing that the other day. So we're going to do that, and then probably go over some of her spelling words in here, because she does spelling in here and she doesn't do spelling here. These are the spelling words for them, and I think it's super easy for her, so we have decided to just stick with what we've been doing, because with the Good and the Beautiful too, we weren't doing their spelling words, we were doing the Explode the Code anyways. She's going to write a few sentences using the words. This is a little chart thing that they gave to her to do for fun. It's called Just for Fun page, which that's really cute. She was really excited about that. And then she's going to tell a story and draw a story. She has like a couple pages, or the page on the back has a couple of sentences for her to write. And then she is learning this memorization quote from Psalm 34:1. And she wrote her little extra stuff at the bottom of the scripture, which is funny. And then she has this math that she did not do the other day. And then, so she has a couple pages for math to do. And then this fun little dot-to-dot robot she was going to finish up from her Evan Moore workbook. So this is what she's going to do for language and math tomorrow. And so I just set this out for her to do at her leisure, if she wants to do it first thing in the morning, or if she wants to do it after I read my morning basket stuff. It's totally up to her, but I like to have it out so she can focus on what she needs to do. And usually with my son, I just keep that out, and then I just choose to decide whether or not we're doing his reading lessons and phonics and handwriting, or if we decide to do lots of math and hands-on math together and his worksheets. So that is what we've been doing lately for him, is his math and language, separate days, and sometimes we do it together, so it all depends. And that is basically how I set up our table time work. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.